And we're going to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl. How's it going today, Justin?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Just ready for the game. How about yourself?
Yeah, it's a little early. Definitely looking forward to the game, that's for sure. Um, but here we are on Tuesday talking about it, trying to get some early looks at it, see what everybody feels, see what we like. I'll give a quick recap yesterday. We did sixth place, three in college. We gave Temple -3.5, and that did not work out. USF beat them. We gave the under in that game, under 125, and it definitely stayed well under. Duke over 128, where Duke got upset last night by who the hell they play?
I can't remember. I
I
had my
can't.
bowling league last night, so I didn't get to
Uh,
watch.
I can't remember either. Well, the over covered, but Duke did lose the game, and I don't know why it's not coming to me. My mind's blank. Um, we had the Suns -4 in the first half. Good thing we only played the first half because they were up huge, and then had a complete meltdown with the Bulls and didn't cover the spread and barely won the game.
They
We
played
took
Virginia, Duke. Is that right?
Virginia. Yes,
Okay.
it was Virginia.
I was
Yes,
trying to think,
thank
was it
you.
Virginia or Virginia Tech? But yes, they lost. I think it
Uh,
was 69-68.
yeah, they did lose to Virginia with that. They hit a clutch 3-pointer with less
Yep.
than a second left. But we did cash the over 128. I just thought was way too low.
Mm-hmm.
That was an easy cash. Um, and then in the NBA, we had the Suns in the first half, and then the Jazz. We took -4 in the first half. It ended up a tie, and then the Jazz came back in the fourth quarter, rallied, and did cover the spread against the Knicks. And we took a chance with the Hornets on the money line, and they're just struggling. The Hornets just can't get it together right now. So we're going to talk about the Super Bowl coming up. Um, what are you looking at in the Super Bowl? How many? You got a few plays, a couple plays, a lot of plays?
I mean, this is a tricky game. The hardest thing about the Super Bowl, in my opinion, is nerves. Which team is going to have the nerves? Is it going to be Matthew Stafford? He's been in the NFL for his first season was 2009, so that's 13 seasons now. And Joe Burrow's in his second year, really his first full year since he was injured last year. And being an Auburn fan and living in Alabama, I've never seen Joe Burrow be rattled by anything, and so I don't think he will have the nerves. Matthew Stafford, I could see having it. He had it in the Alabama game in '08, the blackout. So I'm giving the edge on that to the Bengals. However, the Rams' defense is the difference maker, in my opinion. I'm interested to see if they put Jalen Ramsey on Jamar Chase one-on-one to see how that goes. Because Jalen Ramsey, one of the biggest trash talkers in the game, but he backs it up with his play. So if he can cover Jamar Chase one-on-one successfully, it's going to be a long day for the Bengals.
Yeah. I definitely agree with everything you just said, especially with Stafford having a lot more to have the pressure on. Burrow, they're not even supposed to be here. That they have nothing to lose. That no one counted on them to be here, and the Rams, you know,
I
with
think
their
everybody
huge
had them finishing third in the North, or maybe even fourth in their division. So for them to be where they're at is truly amazing.
right, and this might be the only chance that Stafford does get. Burrow, I'm sure we'll see him again in these Super Bowls. Hopefully, a lot of times. But yeah, I think definitely the edge as far as nerves would definitely go on the Bengals. They've went into Kansas City, they've went into Tennessee, and they really had nothing to lose. So,
Yeah.
um, hey, it looks like Bo's with us. He's,
Sorry about that, guys.
no, it's all good. We've moved on to the Super Bowl. We gave them plays yesterday. You and I hit on them college games. We hit 2 out of 3, the under in the Temple and the Duke over, and we lost on the Temple spread. And I forgot we pushed on the Arizona. Arizona blew a big lead.
Big league. Yeah.
Yeah, that was disappointing. I did live bet it when it went down to 7, so I got a good price on that. Um, but the 12 disappointed us where we pushed on that. So Justin just got done talking about the advantage in this Super Bowl where the Bengals really have nothing to lose. There's more pressure on the Rams in this game than there is to the Bengals. I'm sure you agree with that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, the Bengals don't have much to lose. How do you guys see this game starting out? Kind of sluggish, low scoring first quarter, feeling each other out, or is somebody going to come out with guns a blazing and putting up some points?
I don't see more than one possession score. I could see a 3-0 first quarter. I think you'll have that first drive where they kind of try to pick out what they're doing and then they'll act from that. It's probably going to be a 3-0 first quarter, somewhere in there is what I'm predicting. You'll have a little more scoring as you go into the second quarter, but I think it starts slow. I like the under of 25 in the first half.
Okay. You got any thoughts on that, Bo? First quarter, first half? Because I got a thought on it. Let's hear what you got.
Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? I agree. I don't think that we'll see many points as because of that D line for the Rams, man. You see what I'm saying? I don't see Joe Barrow just coming out there taking the team down the field. It's gonna be a lot of nerves. It's his first time ever being in a Super Bowl, so I think we'll see those jitters. You know what I'm saying? Just a big stage. So especially
Yeah.
for a rookie quarterback like him, so I think he'll be nervous, and I think that we'll see a conservative game plan for the Rams. Just to limit those mistakes that we know Stafford is good for. So I think we'll see a lot of running. Just trying to fill each other out. So I agree with that under in the first quarter. First half under 25. I like that.
All right. Well, I'm going against you guys. I don't know what it's going to be like in the first half, but I feel it's going to. I've got to play on this game where I've took over 9.5 for even money in the first quarter. I kind of feel that somehow somebody's going to come out. I'm thinking Rams come out 7-3. Bengals go down there. They get a field goal. Rams come back, score a touchdown. But that play could go easily wrong if somebody runs the ball and runs 8 minutes off the clock in the first possession or so. That play can go terribly wrong real quick. But I'm going to go with the over 9.5 in the first quarter. So you guys like under in the first half, under 24.5, 25 on that?
I
Yeah.
saw it. I've
Oh,
seen it splash between 23 and 25. I saw it at 25 and got it when it hit 25.
yeah. I also like the Rams in the first half of that game too.
Yeah,
I
that I got that play too. If we're
Is
gonna
that
stay on
two
the
and a
really
first
lock
half?
that
half,
in.
Is it
Yeah,
two
I
and a
really lock
half?
that in.
it's 3.5 at minus
Okay.
105. Is what I
Okay.
bought that ticket.
Hmm.
3.5 in the first
I
half.
like I like that too.
Yeah, yeah.
All
That's
right.
that's the one I like the most right there.
All right, so let's go into the third quarter, and then once we get through the game, any player props. I have one prop, but then so I've got the Rams in the first half. I got the over in the first quarter, 9.5 even money. So none of my plays are really costing me a lot of juice. I'm getting a 105 first half. Then into the third quarter, I'm going to take the Bengals on the money line. I'm going to take the Bengals to start trying to pull back into this game, and I can get a plus 130 for the Bengals to win that third quarter. So I'm going to roll with that as one of my plays as well. You guys
It's
have any
always
thoughts on that?
it's always tough with the coin toss on that one. Who gets the ball in the second half first? That's what I worry. But I do like that play because I what I have is I have the Ram. I'm gonna bet. I haven't bet it yet, but I like the Rams in the first half, and I think it could be the 17-3 first half. The Bengals have started slow in every game. As far as scoring, well, now they
Hmm.
Right.
might have the lead, but they started slow scoring, and just like last week was or 2 weeks ago, I guess, 21-10. So they had 10 points, and then they outscored them. What was it? 17-3, 18-3, I believe, in the second half. So I like those plays. I think the Bengals will take the money line in the third or score more points than the Rams. I do like that. And in the fourth quarter, it just depends what the score is. But overall, I have the Bengals plus 4.5, along with the under of 48.5. But I do have the Rams winning 20-24.
All right. So you like under in the first half, parlaying that into under for the total game. If you can
Mm-hmm.
catch a 17, 20 point game in the first half, you're under in the second half. For the full game, should work out pretty good for you.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I see the game looking similar to Cincinnati. Rams catch a little lead in the first half, some sort of lead, and that's what we're betting on, or at least I am, laying 3.5. And then the Bengals go into second half, third quarter, make some adjustments, and for plus money, it's worth the stat for me in that third quarter alone. What do you
Right.
got on this, Bo? You got anything in the game?
Uh, I don't have I don't know any bet like them quarters like that. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? I never did, but something I can look into though. I never did though. So I would have to.
okay.
I would trust your judgment. You know what I'm saying? I never looked at the quarter.
That's why you follow the page.
Hey, I'm just going by what I've seen so far, you know.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So I'm listening to you on that one.
Well, I mean, it's plus 130. I mean, it's pretty good value, you know, and it can always end up a tie, and I get my money back. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
you know, a quarter bet is usually a safer bet because you can end up in a tie. Where full game you won't end up in a tie. So to get plus money on a quarter or a half bet, sometimes it just seems safe to me because
Yeah.
there is that possibility of a tie. You know,
Yeah.
it could be a 3-3 third quarter, and I took a chance at it, but I didn't lose anything either. So
Right.
I mean that's a good bet. You know what I'm saying when you look at it like that. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and I do that a lot in the NBA too. You know, if I can get a team on plus money in a quarter,
Mm.
um, like I said, you always still have that possibility of a tie. I just don't like that 1 or 2 point range. I'll lay 1 or 2, but I'm not going to take 1 or 2. We've talked about
Mm-mm.
this before.
Yeah.
That's
I'd rather
tough.
I would
money.
take the money line.
So, do you have a play for the full game that you like, or it's too early in the week to really say you're going to lock into a point spread or a total, Bo?
Well, right now for sure, I already got the under locked in. I got it way back when it was 49 and a half. You know what I'm
Should have
saying?
texted me.
Yeah, I took the under 49 and a half. I would still take it right now too at 48 and a
Mm.
half. I got my numbers around the same where Justin has his 24-20. So we're about in the same range. So I
All
took the
right.
under. Yeah, but I most of the times in these Super Bowl games, you know, these lines be so tight. So I do a lot of props. So I got a lot of props that I'm gonna give out when I'm playing. You know what I'm saying? So just a little bit easier to hit them props. You know what I'm saying? Than to predict the scores. So
So let's hear them. What you got?
well, the first one that I think is gonna hit for sure is that whoever win the toss, the coin toss, the team to who win that's gonna defer for the second half. I got that at minus 140. You know what I'm saying? I think
I've not even seen a prop like that. Wow, that's
yeah.
a unique play. Okay.
Yeah, so I locked that one in. You know, you maxed that one out. You know, I look back through all the games in the Super Bowl. You know, like 90% of the time, the team that win the toss always defer. You know, to get the ball in the second half. So that's one of my props. Another prop that I got is Joe Burrow over his passing yards. Right now, it's at 273. I see him, you know, being on a lot of the rest. So I think they're gonna have to implement some screens, you know, some short dumps. So I could see him getting over that passing total. I don't see them run the ball too much. You know what I'm saying? You know, we talked about that Rams, that D line. They pretty much don't let no running go on. You know, so I don't see Nixon getting over his yards. So I got him under 62 yards rushing. That's
I
another
got the
prop.
same thing.
And the other one I got is for the longest passing yard for Stafford over 38 and a half. Now I know he's gonna go deep at least once. You know, we know how Cooper Cup has been
Yep.
just going over them totals, his passing totals. So I see him going deep at least one time in his game. So over 39 and a half for me to get over that. And that's all I got right now. But I'm still looking. You know, a lot of stuff is still up and down. So I'm trying to get some good numbers. But those are the three props. I mean, the main props I got locked in right now. That team to win the toss to defer to the second half. That's minus 140. I got Joe Barrow over his passing yards 273. That's at minus 110. And then I got Joe Mixon on his rushing total 62. And I got Andrew Stafford is to throw over 38.5 yards for that prop. That's at -110 too.
All right. So they've got Joe Burrow only at what 273 passing yards.
Yeah, that's what I got it at when I bet it. I don't know if it went up or not. I
Okay,
didn't.
that's something I'm definitely going to want to look at because
Mm-hmm.
if they do get behind, in the second half, he's going to have to pass to try to bring them back.
Well,
So
I like that. I like the number not only for that reason, but I don't think the Bengals are going to be able to run the ball. That's just
Yeah.
my opinion. It's going to have to be a happy passing game. I mean, that's how the Bengals will win this game is Joe Burrow. And I hate to put it on one player, but I mean, I just don't see them running. Could be wrong, but I don't see them rushing for too many yards. It's going to have to be an air attack to win this game.
yeah, that's something I'm going to look at right away as soon as we get off here because that I know last game against the Chiefs, his number was closer to 3. It was 296, 297. So 273 seems low.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was also due to the Chief defense.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, we know the
yeah,
Chiefs.
and they've got some good corners. They got some good corners at the Rams. So
Yeah.
Rams defense is definitely better than the Chiefs. So that's where that formula comes in. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got one prop only right now. I may have another once I go look at this Burrow. But right now, I took the Bengals kicker Evan McPherson to kick over 1.5 field goals in this game.
love it.
That's gonna
This
be
guy, if
yeah.
it's within 54 yards, he's automatic. And I see him getting on the other side of the 50 and then stalling out. Um, I want to say this was even money. I didn't write it down, but over 1.5 field goals. It wasn't a high juice prop. I would not play that. I want to say it was either, oh, maybe it was -115. I can't remember now. But I do love that one prop right now. I haven't really played a lot of props on this game yet, but that one really stuck out to me. And 1.5, 2 field goals, we could get that in the first half. So
Right.
Uh,
Yeah. That's
I like that play a lot.
I like that one a lot. I thought it was. I thought I saw the points for him was like 7.5, but I could be wrong. Maybe I looked at it wrong.
Well, and that would take 2 field goals and 2 touchdowns to get there.
Right.
And that's something that definitely could happen. But I think getting 2 field goals is pretty likely if
They
they
do
get
stall. They
stalled.
do.
oh
They
yeah.
do stall a lot.
Right.
Yeah. I think we're gonna see a similar game when they play the Titans. That's really what I'm looking at. I'm thinking it's
Yep.
going because if the Tennessee Titans defense sacked Joe Burrow 9 times, they now the Rams they way better. They way better than Tennessee Titans defense.
Yeah.
I think Joe
But
Burrow going to be in the rest.
well, Joe Burrow was under duress last week. How many sacks did he break? One was incredible, and ended up rushing for the first down. I mean, it's going to be if you get your hands on him, you have to sack him, or it's going to be a long day because he is notorious for making you look silly and then hitting a 30-yard pass downfield, and you're kind of deflated at that point. But yeah, that's going to be the question: is the D line versus the O line, and Jamar Chase versus Jalen Ramsey. That's the kicker for me.
Yeah, that's the whole game right there. The game is going to be won in the trenches. If that Bengals defense or that Bengals O line can't stop that Rams defense, and it's going to be a long day for the Bengals and Joe Burrow, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The whole game's going to be decided if they can't get any run going.
No.
This whole game's going to be decided pretty quickly.
I mean, you dealing with probably one of the best players in the league with Aaron Donald, man.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be trouble. I mean, he hit Tom Brady so hard and made him bleed. So
Yeah.
good luck, man, for Joe Burrow,
Yeah.
man. I mean, I like the story. That's one of the main reasons why I wanted to lean for the Bengals. I think he'll be the first quarterback to win a Heisman, to win a national championship, and in the Super Bowl. So, it would be a great story for.
Yeah. Yeah, my heart is with. I mean, I want the Bengals to win this game, but my money would be on the Rams. So that's why I'm really not making a play on the side because if I make a play on the Rams, of course I want to win my ticket, but I really would like to see the Bengals actually win this game. Um, so I'm going to be able to sit back and just kind of enjoy the bets that I did make. And
just hope it's a good game. I hope it's not one sided one way or the other. I hope it's and this playoff season has not disappointed at all.
no, and I don't think it will this week either. But I can see the Rams covering the spread. I don't want to bet against the Bengals because I want them to win. That's just where I am right now. I don't, you know.
When I have that feeling, I go with my gut. It's usually right, not my heart. Not my heart. That's what I'll get into with Auburn and Arkansas here, if we go over that game.
Yeah, we're gonna get right to it now. Let's see. I think we're losing Bo again. We can't hear him, but we do see him. But we can't hear him again.
I'm just assuming he's saying War Eagle. I'm gonna just assume that.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. All right, so yeah, let's look at that Auburn Arkansas game. Big game tonight, SEC.
Well, like I said, I'm one of the biggest Auburn fans you'll ever come across, especially with you being out on the West Coast. But I've got, and I'm sure you've watched. I know you don't cross-reference sport. You're not supposed to cross-reference sports, but this is a perfect analogy. You ever watch those college football games on Friday night, like when Oregon goes to like UCLA, and Oregon's obviously the better team, but UCLA's like a 1-point underdog.
Right.
And UCLA ends up winning. I feel that's what's going to happen tonight. Auburn, the last couple games on the road, play lights out at home. Don't bet against them at home. The last two games on the road, they beat Missouri by 1, and Georgia, who was smoked by Auburn the first time they played, beat them by 2 at the last second, like a buzzer beater. So Arkansas is 13-2 at home, and they're a great team. And Auburn, you got to lose one eventually. And I just think this is going to be that game. Auburn has been struggling on the road. Even though they've got the wins, they're wins against, C-, D+ opponents. Arkansas is A- opponent, in my opinion. I just feel like Auburn's going to drop it tonight. And I've got the score being 75-72.
All right, so this is one of these games like we just talked about the Super Bowl. You don't want to bet Arkansas, but you think that's where your money would go, but you want Auburn to win, basically.
I bet Arkansas. So I took.
You did bet on Arkansas. You faded them.
I took Arkansas, and if Auburn wins,
it's like a win-win.
I'm a winner regardless.
Or lose.
But the over/under I took under 151 or 152. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, this is just a trap game. And right now the line's 3 for Auburn. I would take Arkansas. I hate saying that, and I hope I eat crow. I would love to eat crow on this game, but that's just what I think. This is a trap game for sure.
What do you think about the money?
What's that, Bo?
So what do you think about the money line for Arkansas?
I've got Arkansas winning tonight.
Yeah, I would play the money. Is that what you played, the money line?
No, I was a wuss and took plus.
Yeah, see, I don't do that. You're basically buying 1 point.
Well, I got Arkansas plus 3.
Oh, okay.
Remember, it was on mine for 3. So, but I will say the play is Arkansas money line tonight.
You there, Bo? You got something on that?
No, man. I'm just doing analysis. Like I always say, man, bet with your mind, not with your heart. That's my motto.
That's what the man's doing.
Yeah. So, hey, man, you gotta bet with your mind. If you're not saying take Arkansas. I was looking at this game earlier, and that's the way I would go too. Army does play worse on the road, and like you say, man, they gotta lose sometime.
All right.
It's a
I
good
guess
spot.
I'm the
So,
odd man out here. I took Auburn. So I got Auburn -2 this morning.
I
I
hope
just
you're
think
right.
I hope I'm right too. I just think they haven't played good on the road, and they're gonna pull it together tonight. Like you said, this is a big rivalry, but these road favorites lately in February haven't been doing so good.
mhm.
Michigan State brings it to my mind the other day, where they got their butt kicked
Mm-hmm.
against Rutgers. And everybody and their mothers on Michigan State tonight. Now I can't pull the trigger. I like this Wisconsin team, but I'm not playing this game tonight. You got any thoughts on that game tonight, Bo? Wisconsin, Michigan State.
No. If I was to take it, I would take the home team. You know what I'm saying?
You
Just
would
because
lay the four with Michigan State.
yeah, I would take the home team. I would.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
stayed off of it.
Of course,
That's
take the
another one
play.
I want to watch.
If I had to lean, I'd take Michigan State, but that's there's no educated guess. I just think I'd give it the home field, the home court advantage, and that's it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
If I don't talk about it, I'm not confident.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or I'd go down every one of these games and give you a random spread and just say go with it.
All right, I'll give out another one in college. I'm riding with them Wyoming Cowboys again tonight. They have made me so much money. They are 11-0 at home. They just pulled off the upset against Fresno on Sunday. Wyoming Cowboys is a very solid squad. Um, they've got three just super outstanding players, and they're laying 1.5, 2 points at home against Utah State. I'm riding them Cowboys tonight. How about you, Bo? You on them Cowboys tonight?
Man,
It's time.
it's getting to that point, man. It's getting to that point, man, where I'm feeling, my spider sense is up, man.
Like
You know,
letdown time. See, I thought letdown time was going to be Sunday in Fresno.
yeah, man. These are one of those prime spots, you know what I'm saying, where Vegas is just lurking. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like you look at that line, and I actually talked to somebody today, man. His name is the Parlay Cracker. You know what I'm saying? He says that he was kind of explaining to him his theory on this, and he was like how last time that Wyoming won on the road by 2 points, and I think they were like a 5 point favorite in that game or something like that, underdog. And he said now with it being just -1, he like it look kind of fishy.
trappish. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they beat Utah State 3 weeks ago by two, and they had to
yeah,
rally
by two,
in the they had to
and I
rally in that second half to do it.
they had to come back. Yeah, so
Where's the game being played at?
it's
In
it's playing.
Wyoming, Laramie, and they're 11-0. They they've been playing really good. They've won 10 out of their last 11, 10-1 during that span.
I'm just
They've
thinking.
made me.
That the line should be a little bit higher. Maybe like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I know. I feel the same way, but
I'll trust.
I'm
I'm
back
gonna
at it.
trust. I'm gonna trust you on Wyoming. Maybe if we can win this one, I can get some McDonald's tonight.
Hey, they've been real good to me. We've been eating prime rib over here with Wyoming. They've been real good. I'll tell you what.
So y'all
Uh,
I'll be getting a
eating
chopped
steak.
steak with my wings.
I've given that out free play at least five times at least. I've given out Wyoming, and they've covered every time for us.
Oh yeah, man.
Uh,
I done went to the bank one of a few times on this winning streak at the house. So
Yeah.
I
So
I'm
told
just
you
gonna spectate.
I
I'm a
start
spectator as a fan today, but
when I started
yeah,
watching I watched your videos and I watched the first two and I was like, well, he went 2-0, but it could be lucky. So I rode 6-0 on your first six picks. I'm like, well, he's legit. And I was like, maybe I can join him for a show. You have great advice and great stats and great knowledge. So I would tell
I
anybody that watches this to follow you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you did catch me on a hot streak, and I did really good in the NFL this year. But you came on right at the right time. I really started hitting my groove, and no, I did get beat up in the. I did great in the wild card round. I won everything, and then the
Mhm.
divisional and the championship, I stunk. I was terrible. So I had a great regular season, and that's how most sports are for me. As we get deeper into the season, um, you really know more what you're working like. Like the NBA, it's just all show and fluff until we get to really April.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know,
You know,
But
Be careful right now, man, because you know that trade going on. A lot of trades going on. So
a lot of trades, and let's get into the NBA. You got anything in college you want to give out, Bo?
I got a couple of plays, but the one I like the most is that over in that Michigan Penn State game, over 129.5. Yeah, I gave this
Okay.
out on video earlier. You know what I'm saying? It's just a numbers play. I got this going 10 points over that. So I'm saying this is the one I like the most. Michigan Penn State over the total.
I like that one too.
Yeah, I got a ton of plays in college. We could spend half the night going over them. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. So I
I,
just wanted to give out my top
Uh,
one. I like.
I
I
might be
like
upgrade.
Ohio.
I might be upgrading to Burger King after this one.
I know
There's
you
a
can.
lot of good action in college tonight. I'm probably going to have
It
most of my
is. It
eyeballs on
is.
college more than the NBA tonight. There's a lot of good games. I'll give another one. I like Ohio on the money line against Toledo. You can pick up the 3 points, or you can catch a plus 140 with Ohio. And I just think for the price that the Bobcats are worth a shot tonight at 140. There, like I said, there's a lot of good action tonight in college. We
Uh,
didn't have much last night, but
Man, I've been
tonight
having.
there's a lot of
I ain't
good
been
action.
having luck with the Mac, man.
No,
Numbers ain't been lining up for me right for the Mac games. So,
yeah, they can go either way a lot of times.
mm
Yeah, I've been cashing most of my tickets in the Mountain West this year. They've Mountain West been real good
yeah,
to me. All right, so let's go into the NBA. A lot of big spreads, a lot of crazy games, I guess tonight. You got Dallas laying 11 against it's a Detroit,
Detroit.
Bo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Detroit.
11 and a half. You know me, I don't do big point spreads. I don't lay, I take. Um, I don't have any play on that game. I like the Sixers -1. That seems kind of low to me. You got any thoughts on that, Bo?
I was looking at the over in that game.
Over.
Over the 217.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Phoenix they've been giving up a lot of points and they've been scoring a lot of points themselves. So on the back to back, man, I would look at that over 217 in that game.
Yeah, I like the Sixers. I didn't make a play on it. Something scares me about that, so I just left that alone. But I do like the Sixers. A play I did make was, and it's changed a lot. It's went down probably 3 points. I took the Houston Rockets and the Pelicans under 228. That game barely squeaked by for a lot of people. I got it at 231 a few days ago. These two teams just played 2 nights
Mm-hmm.
ago, and that fourth quarter was rough. They really just started fouling, and they scored way more points than they should have, and it hit 227. I know players that had a 227 and a half, 228, and just barely squeaked on the under. So they've adjusted it. I got it first thing this morning at 228 and a half. I've seen it as low as 225. I still like it. I think Eric Gordon's out of this game tonight. And the Pelicans just don't play a very fast pace. So
Yeah, they
the
traded away
only
some
one,
pieces. They traded away some players today too. The
Pelicans
Pelicans did.
did. I mean, the Rockets did.
No, the Pelicans. I think Josh Hart is gone,
Oh yeah. That's right.
and
That's right.
somebody else left with them too. They got McCullum for them, and
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think McCullum playing today. So
No,
that's
no,
so
they
that
can't play once they're traded. Nobody's playing.
yeah
Sabonis and all them from Indiana got traded too.
yeah. So I don't see them.
No, they
Uh,
can't play once they're traded. They're off the team
yep.
basically.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
only
So
the
so
only
I
two
think I
I
think that I think
have.
that's why the under went down too.
Go ahead, Justin. What you got?
Yeah, I said the only two. I looked at that 76ers game this morning, and it seemed like a trap game to me. But I like the 76ers. I think the spread, what you said, was only one.
Yeah, and that's what Phoenix on the back to back. 76ers usually better at home than they are on the road. I
Right,
looked at the injuries. I said, why don't this smell right? Why isn't it three
right.
or four? Especially
You
on
know
the
what? It was a pick 'em this morning on mine, and
okay.
it's jumped to -1. I went ahead and grabbed it at -1, but I also like the 76ers over points of 109, just the team total.
Yeah.
That's what I have. I have both of those locked in.
And Bo, you went over 218 or under? Over,
Well,
right?
I got it at 217, but
Over.
I'll take it up to 218. I just see some points in this game. Like last night when they played the Bulls, I took that over too. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix just been playing a lot of high scoring games. Their defense been giving up a lot of points, man. So we'll see that same situation tonight. Let's take that over. I think that's why it's going up too. You know, a lot of people probably seeing what I'm seeing.
All right.
I really just go out the numbers. You know what I'm saying, I got a lot of prayer props today tonight. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really take none of them big spreads myself, so I just looked at some good props I'm gonna give out on the video.
All right,
It's
wrap
not-
it up. Give us some pro. You got any more picks, Justin?
I think that's it. I was saying the NBA is a little dry tonight, so it's,
Yeah.
that's all I've
All right.
got. The college is the night to watch tonight.
It is. It is. Let's hear all them props, Bo. We're gonna wrap it up.
Hey man, we got Trey Young, Ice Trey, over 36.5 points and assists. And we're going down to the Memphis game. I got Desmond Bain over 2.5 threes plus 105. Last play, going to the King, man, LeBron James, over 34.5 points and assists. That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? So, as I said, the only other play I had in the NBA tonight was that under in that Portland game, under 220.5. Like I said, McCollum is out. And before he was even gone, man, they was only scoring like 108 points a game. So I think even Orlando might get that win on the road. So
Yeah, I think so too. I just have a hard time putting any money on the Orlando Magic.
I mean, the Portland Trailblazers to shell right now, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I told you, you always got to worry about that next man up.
It's like putting money on the Jacksonville Jaguars to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try not to put money on bad teams, man. That's one of my rules.
Yeah. All right, I'll give one more play. I took Milwaukee Bucks -2 in the first half against the Lakers too. I think Milwaukee will come. Lakers just don't ever come out very strong in the first half. So to lay 2 for Milwaukee seems pretty reasonable to me.
Right.
Against this
I was
Lakers.
looking at the spread on that game. Was it 3.5?
3.5. And it
like,
hasn't moved.
I like taking the Bucks. I can't see myself ever taking the Lakers there, but it's hard to bet when it's at home at the Lakers. So that's kind of So I just left it alone. But I like the first half bet.
Well, and the Lakers are getting to this point of the season where they have to start winning games, or they're going to be pushed out of the playoffs. I mean,
yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to keep an eye on them the next couple of weeks because this is going to be their last chance to really make a run or a push towards the playoffs because they're just losing tread every day. They've got to make a run.
You know, a lot of people talk trash about LeBron, man, but to be his age and still putting up 25, 26 points a night, you know what I'm saying? He still got it.
I wouldn't ever be upset if I had his skill set or the money he's making.
Right.
He's good. He's coming at the end of it. Not, I wouldn't say the end of his prime. I mean, end of his legacy. But I mean, he's on the downslope. I would say for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
It's been fun watching him, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So that's it for me today, man.
That's all I got.
That's all I've got. So I think we've gave a lot of good plays. I'm going to jump off here and go look at that Joe Burrow prop before it gets any higher.
That's always
That's all it's been on my mind the whole time. 276. Let me get on that.
Yeah,
that just seems awful. Man. I can go as high as what? 284. You think?
Yeah. He gonna have to throw the ball.
It's gonna have to throw.
So I would go that high.
It's gonna take at least 285 for them to win, right?
I think he's got to hit 3. I think he's got to hit 3 bills to win.
I would think so too.
So
yeah.
All right.
All right, man. You know what I'm saying? Baby,
all
right, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for
everything. All right, y'all.
Okay. All right. Bye.